There are so many great vodka cocktail videos out online at the moment, but today I want to do 3 of the more unknown vodka cocktails that are really easy to make and taste delicious. Okay guys, welcome back. So we've all had a Cosmo, we've had a martini made with vodka, we've had a Moscow Mule and so forth. Today I'm going to do 3 cocktails that I'd never heard of until recently when I started researching. And I think they're going to taste great, but honestly, this is the first time that I'm going to try them. But looking at the specs, I think we're pretty safe. And the first one that I'm going to make is called Bernice. I don't really know the history of this cocktail, but I did find it on Difford's Guide. And the first thing that it calls for is 60 mils or 2 ounces of a really good vodka. I'm going to use the Australian crafted white light vodka. The guys come in recently here to 18th Amendment. We're really happy with the way it tastes. Big shout out to you guys. It's great to see another craft distiller open here in Australia. And I'm interested to see how their vodka goes in these cocktails. Next up, we're going to go 22.5 mils or 3/4 of an ounce of freshly squeezed lime juice. Our third ingredient, it calls for Galliano vanilla. We don't have Galliano here at the moment, so we're going to use Licor 43 or Licor 43, which is another delicious Spanish vanilla liqueur. And it calls for 7.5 mils or 1/4 of an ounce. Well, a little bit too much there. That looks pretty good. Last but not least, 15 mils or 1/2 ounce of some sugar syrup. It's kind of looking the specs a little bit like a vodka vanilla type of daiquiri. Let's add some ice. Give it a really good shake. Okay. Always chill down your glassware. You never want to pour a nice cold cocktail into a warm glass. I'm going to double strain that just to remove those ice particles. And for the garnish, it calls for just a mint leaf. I'm not sure who created this, as I said before, but it looks and smells really good already. Let's give it a try. Yep, that's another winner. The vodka's definitely coming through. That vanilla's a beautiful touch with that Licor 43 or the Galliano. The lime juice, the sugar syrup. I thought it was going to be a little bit sweet, adding the sugar syrup as well, but balanced perfectly. For those of you that don't like rum and you want to try a daiquiri but drink a lot of vodka, this is a perfect option for you. Gonna give it another sip. This tastes great on its own, and so far mixes really well in cocktails. So great job. I'm not endorsing. I'm not paid by the guys, but if I find that there's something that I enjoy, I love making a video about it. All right, that's a winner. Cocktail number 2 is called the Gypsy Queen. This was found in a 1938 booklet in New York City, and the booklet was called The Russian Tea Room. This is actually one of the earliest vodka cocktails in America. This is a stirred down drink, and the first thing that it calls for is 45 mils of vodka. So I'm going to put the white light to the test now because it is a stirred down drink, so I'm really going to be able to taste the vodka in this one. Hope it goes all right, but I'm pretty confident. Next up, it calls for 15 mils of Dom Benedictine, or 1/2 ounce. And last but not least, a couple dashes of Angostura bitters. How simple is that? It's a trio, Trinity cocktail. Trinity. A 3-ingredient cocktail. I love 3-ingredient cocktails, they're awesome. So easy to make and easy to batch too. Going to stir it down now. So I'm thinking of that herbalness, that sort of like honey liqueur element coming from the Benedictine is going to work really well. So it is a little bit on the sweeter side. I think that they've added that Angostura bitters to balance that out. As I normally say, you know, like when we want to balance out a cocktail that's a little bit sweeter, we will use a citrus like a lemon or a lime juice. However, in a stirred down cocktail, we can't do that. So bitters is always the way to go. Let's see how we go. It's going to be a very short drink, I think. So I've put it in a Nick and Nora glass. Could even get away with using a really small coupette, as you can see, because it's only a 60 ml or a 2 ounce cocktail. So I probably wouldn't serve that out to a customer looking like that. I'd use a smaller glass. However, it's a pretty strong all booze cocktail. It's something you want to sip on. So really important to make sure that you chill that glassware down, because it might take a little while for them to drink it. The garnish is just an orange twist, just to get those essential oils over the top and drop it in there. Here is a Gypsy Queen. Let's give it a try for the first time. That does not taste like you're drinking straight booze. That is balanced so well. The vodka's worked a treat. It's definitely coming through. That Benedictine, I'm getting that sort of nice honey herbalness coming through. It kind of reminds me a little bit of an Alaska cocktail, but with vodka. So the Alaska is normally just gin and yellow chartreuse, which is for me a little bit similar to Benedictine. That is a cracking drink too. Too easy to drink, very strong, very tasty. Yeah, look, there's another one. Awesome. So our last cocktail for this video is called the Sophia Loren, famous Italian actress from, I think she was 60s and 70s. I kind of remember her a little bit when I was very young, showing my age now. First thing that's going to call for is 30 mils of vodka. Now this is a bittersweet style cocktail, so I'm really looking forward to try this one. 30 mils of the Australian White Light vodka. What is it, by the way? It's triple distilled and charcoal filtered. Awesome. Okay, check out these specs. 15 mils of Campari, or half an ounce. There's your Italian element to tie in with Sophia Loren. I don't know if she was very bitter. I know she was very beautiful. Then 22.5 mils, or 3/4 of an ounce of grapefruit juice. And 15 mils or half an ounce of some sugar syrup, just to balance out that Campari, especially the grapefruit juice. It's going to be very bitter, those elements, so we have to make sure always that balance is the most important part. We'll give that a shake. I'm tipping there's going to be a beautiful sort of pinky colour as well. Going to double strain that into a cocktail glass or a coupette. Yeah, look at that colour. You're probably thinking that's a little bit short, that glass. Yes, it is. It says to top it up with the sparkling. I found a bottle of champagne that's open in the fridge. It is the Albermont champagne. I'm going to top that up. Just because, you know, she was a movie star, so let's class it up a little bit. And for the garnish there, it was a grapefruit peel. I don't have a grapefruit peel at the moment, unfortunately. It's locked down at the moment here in Australia, so the least that I go to the supermarket, the better. I'm going to use an orange instead. Kind of looks a bit like a Cosmo. Drop that in. Sophia Loren. Let's give you a try. Beautiful colour. That's my favourite so far. Yep. I'm not picking up the vodka so much, obviously because of all these other polarizing flavors, but I can definitely taste the booziness in the back part of that. That Campari is definitely the hero of it. The grapefruit juice is just another sort of element of bitterness as well. Definitely needed the sugar syrup. That's a really good drink. Kind of a little bit like a jasmine cocktail maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna drink the whole lot of that. Not in one go. That champagne though, as well, is just really adding that other element to the cocktail. It's adding a little bit of sparkle or carbonation to it. But I'm getting the really nice sort of champagne aftertaste at the end. Very surprising. That is really worth chucking on a menu, to be honest. Yeah, Sophia Loren, awesome. Have no idea who created it, but they really did a good job. Guys, please like, subscribe. I feel like I'm telling everyone always to like and subscribe, but we're trying to get those subscribers up. We are over 100,000 views and trying to continue to grow. Big shout out to everyone in Australia. In Victoria, we're in lockdown at the moment. We don't have it as hard as a lot of the other places around the world, but yeah, cheers guys. Keep drinking, making cocktails, and we'll see you again soon on Let's Talk Drinks.